We're gonna be live in a second. We're gonna be live in a second. They don't want me to be live, bro. They don't want me to be live. Hey, chat, what's going on? Y'all know what time it is, man. I see you guys. I see you.
Tweeted it out.
I see the likes. 4 likes already. I see the likes.
There we go.
I see the concurrent viewers. 8. Y'all remember what happened last live stream? My feelings were hurt.
Oh, I'm on the big screen. I'm watching on YouTube so I can see the chat.
Yeah. You on the big screen, bro. What you mean?
So you don't use OBS or anything? How do you?
I am on OBS right now.
Oh, why don't you put us like side by side? Why is it?
Okay, so I didn't set it up the right way on OBS. So right now you're like on a second screen because I have 2 monitors. So I'm recording the second monitor, and I didn't put Zoom as the
display capture.
The display capture, because for some reason when I put the Zoom as display capture, it never captures it the right way, which is weird to me.
I could help you off air with that. I know some tricks with OBS with like some cropping methods that really make display capture a lot more useful.
Thank you, bro, because like this stuff be nonsense.
It is, though. It's all like alien technology. It makes no sense at all.
I'm like, wait a second. So you can capture the screen, but you can also move the screen over and capture that screen, or you can do it this way. I'm like, bro, the more clicks, the harder it gets. Like, just make it like one click easy. But what's going on, guys? It's your boy. Hold up. I don't even talk like that. Let me chill out. What's going on, Crypto Cousins? It's your Bitcoin baby daddy here with another episode. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because we put videos out every other day, or when I feel like it. You know how it goes. But today, I got my boy Ken Bosack, the OG, the legendary man himself, and we're just gonna be talking it out. We're gonna be hashing it out. Shout out Hashoshi. But we're just gonna be talking it out, chilling, and just talk about like everything that's going on in this space. And since he's been in this space for a minute, I wanted to make sure I brought him on so you guys can get some of that good OG experience that's seen that. So what's going on, Ken? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm just enjoying the shit show that is crypto at the moment, man. I'm just so entertained. You know, we had such a winter, you know, of boredom and just dreary nothingness. And DeFi has brought back so much of what I've missed. I'm just happy to see the memes rolling in and the happy Twitter tweets are coming. I mean, there's a lot of depressed people in this winter. And it actually, I'm seeing a lot of energy, good energy in this space because of, and I don't even think it matters about price movement, really. I just think it matters in general of like people are doing things are popping up that are new and experimental, and they're having fun again.
That's good. Yeah. So you're more talking about like the dev side of how like people are experimenting and having fun with it and just doing whatever. But we can see that with those experimentations come a lot of crazy. A lot of scammage, a lot of this and a lot of that. But we were just talking about before we even started the live stream, just the whole concept of like money and value and what is money and what is value. Because right now, motherfuckers is getting paid just to test shit out.
I used Uniswap one time and I got $1,200 one day for it. So.
Bruh, like, and I know this could be like, people are like, bruh, are we still talking about this Uni thing? But it's funny as hell because when I got into this space, and you know, I say it all the time, guys, I got in at the top. I ain't got no shame in it because I stuck around. But when I got into the space, I was hearing about all these airdrops people were getting.
Airdrops were lit.
Bro, all these airdrops, people were getting free money. And I'm like, people were getting free money and I didn't know about it? What was going on?
What am I doing wrong? Yeah, right.
Like, look, I ain't doing this adulting thing right at all.
Adulting in crypto is 10x harder than adulting traditionally, though. That is for sure.
Oh, my God. We're gonna get to that. So,
but like you said with the airdrops, man, I was looking at a wallet recently, and like so many of those airdrops from like 2016, 2017, not all of them, but damn near enough of them have gone from like dust to a couple $100 each in my portfolio, just like random airdropped coins.
Oh my God. It's a couple $100. Like, who could not use a couple $100 right now for just testing some shit out? for just experiment. Like imagine just using Uniswap once. Which
That's
a lot
pretty
of
much what happened.
which is a lot of people. Which is a lot of people. And what's going on, Full Metal? What's going on, Mr. Lodak? What's going on, Tails? What's going on, X Yazaza? Sorry, Red Snapper. Y'all know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
see
saying?
Red in the chat.
Yeah, I just had to make sure I said what's up to y'all. But yeah, so back to this whole experimental blah 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 blah. If you did the math right, if you had say like 5 wallets that you did that you used Uniswap with. So you had 5 wallets. What is that? 400 times 5. That's 2,000 uni. 2,000 unis. And let's just say you didn't get the exact top of $8. We'll say you got it out at like
right now
$7.
it's worth $4.30, right?
We'll just go with the $4.30. That's $8,600 in your pocket.
And I don't know, man.
And we're literally saying that like that. Just I guarantee you, there's a dev with like, because you know when it, especially in crypto.
Yeah, no, I've talked to people who had 30, 40 wallets.
Oh my! Especially the devs, because they know not to use the same wallet twice. And so, since they're not using the same wallet twice, or at least not that many times, they've got multiple wallets that interacted with Uniswap.
You know what's the one of there's 2 silver lining side effects that are going to come from this as a byproduct result. And one of them is to incentivize good digital hygiene. Yeah. Multiple wallets isn't a bad thing. It's genius. It's high level IQ. And the fact that Uniswap just extra rewarded people for being extra hygienic just now incentivize more of these newcomers to have multiple wallets, to have more hygiene in the space and potentially be rewarded for that, right? And even if not, the incentive from the history of having hygiene may just be a momentum thing that it's just like a urban legend that could travel on for decades, you know, like Uniswap could be the urban legend of like, make sure you wash behind your ears or you'll fall off.
Wait.
You know what I mean? Like, make sure you have multiple wallets or you're gonna lose your money. Like,
you're 100% right.
Up. Like, you know,
you're
like
100% right.
Ears, you know, it's like, even if people don't do a claim airdrop type of thing like this again, people that have heard about this forever. I mean, imagine when Uni goes to $10, $100. The people that have heard about this will know to use multiple wallets when using DeFi and DEXs, and
just in case,
priceless. Yeah, just in case. But because we're headed to the DeFi and DEX era, that is important lessons, very important lessons to have good hygiene when using things like Uniswap. So I think that's like one of the best side effects that could come from something like this is people are going to be incentivized to just take care of their assets a little bit more carefully and maybe without even knowing it, be more hygienic when dealing with DEXs and DeFis and exchanges and things like that.
Facts. So now I remember I talked about this with Crypto Blood last episode, and we were just talking about how eventually Uniswap is going to become a way cleaner version of itself. It's going to become more of a centralized exchange than anything at some point because they have VC investors, because they have people behind the scenes controlling it. So when we're talking about DeFi and how DeFi is a new ICO phase, and I'm not gonna lie, as much as I wanted to not believe that, I was like, bro, there's no way DeFi is like, when the ICO phase, things were popping off, people were getting rich by the second. DeFi, that's not happening. And then last 3 months happened, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, whoa.
You know, I mean, I've been using DeFi since 2016, so it's like this shit ain't new. You know what I mean? It's just the tokenomics of it is new, right? Like
they found a way to incentivize people to use it.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Slavery with more steps, Morty. You know, it's like it is totally the Rick and Morty meme almost. Like that's kind of what like utility tokens are, you know. But because the bottom line is like, oh, why not just Bitcoin, right? But you know, utility tokens are proving to have like a real place in the ecosystem, in legacy investing ecosystem, let alone in ours, right? So it's like looking at things that like Binance with BNB. right? What they have done with custodial, you know, centralized like kind of exchanges by making a tokenomics method behind it, what Uniswap kind of did was the same thing 2.0 and took it one step farther. And the fact that you could fork it, I could fork Uniswap and make Kenny swap like right now, you know, it's so it doesn't matter if, you know, the people behind Uniswap could be, you know, have an arm twisted or maybe be incentivized to do something. It's somebody would just fork it and do it their own way. And I want more people to do, I'm not saying I want people to rug pull sushi swap style, but I want people to make your own DeFi, be your own Satoshi, do, you know, not your the whole thing, like not your keys, not your coins. One step farther is not your blockchain, not your keys. So like just maybe get more involved in the space.
Just what you just said right there. Not your blockchain, not your keys. Speaking of that, the KuCoin hack. After a Bitcoin tattoo on your arm. But the KuCoin hack, no, right there on the arm, right here on the, I see it everywhere, bro. You tat it up. But no, the KuCoin hack. All those coins that got hacked. Wait. Don't give it to us yet. Let me feed it to him. So the KuCoin hack. All the coins that got hacked from that thing, all of them got frozen by the token creators. And we're all looking at like, oh, this isn't as DeFi as we thought it was, guys. Hold on. And then I keep telling people, don't forget, Coinbase, and I say Coinbase because Coinbase is one of the investors in USDC, but you can do the same. They can do the same thing with Coinbase. Coinbase could say all that trading on Uniswap, it was illegal, so we're gonna freeze any US dollar, any USDC that ever interacted with Uniswap. Well, you know, you never know, but
not even freeze it; they could blacklist it.
Well, yeah, and that's essentially freezing it, right? Just like blacklist it, I mean, and you can never use it again.
I can still send it around to people that are willing to be dumb enough to take it. You know, there might be a contract in place that will say no and reject it potentially, but there's ways around using blacklisted coins still. But yeah, it's the same. It's essentially a freeze.
Okay. So now bring the conspiracy theory. Bring like the hack. Go ahead. Tell us what you got.
Oh, I mean, if you're smart enough to hack a fucking exchange, you're smart enough not to be in a position like this. You know what I mean? Like watching the very amateur-esque escapade kind of unravel where like they're, you know, trying to get their funds from the hacked, asset. It's clearly dumb luck. It looks like a technician stumbled onto an unlocked computer, or like a janitor was cleaning at KuCoin's, you know, building one night and somebody forgot to log out and they didn't know what they were doing, but they got lucky. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem right. Super inside. You know, if it wasn't the janitor, it was the CEO. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't trust centralized exchanges at all. I mean, I go peer to peer a lot of the times. If somebody comes out with a coin, I'm in their DMs like, yo, can I just buy it from you? You know what I mean? Like I go peer to peer, and I guess I might be at a privilege because of, you know, my reputation. People will send me coins first and I'll just send them the Bitcoin or whatever later because of the peer-to-peer stuff. But there's escrow things out there and other ways to use like block trades or Change Angel, Changely. I mean, I used to be really great. Shapeshift.
Until didn't Shapeshift used to be the old Uniswap if you think about it?
It was, and that's how I used it to actually like, but you know, it didn't have like the buy order, so you know what I mean? It wasn't, but it very manually it was. And I have a video on YouTube back when Ethereum forked to Ethereum Classic, and I used the Jax wallet and Shapeshift to day trade Ethereum for Ethereum Classic right there in the wallet. And I'm like, I don't know why you guys are using an exchange. This is really freaking easy. And I never lost my keys doing that. So I'm like, I've always had my money and I could always trade it too. It didn't make much sense to go to exchanges unless you needed to get something that wasn't, you know, listed yet on like Shapeshift or something. But again, you just go peer to peer. You find a friend who can just go to, I don't do it. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah, I got, so Full Metal's in the chat saying, they usually get kicked out of Telegrams. When people say they want to buy peer to peer, does that ever happen? Well, you have the reputation to not get
that and also meetups, right? So I do my Bitcoin meetup, and I recommend everybody find a local meetup or start one yourself and build a peer-to-peer OTC network, or even digitally join virtual, meetups and establish credibility and reputation. Fuck a FICO score. My street cred online's all I really need. I don't need a loan from the bank when I could go to Twitter and be like, yo, hook a boy up, I'll pay you back. You could build a reputation and credibility in a community right now. That's how small this is. So you could start a meetup. You could go join a VR, thing, and you could find people that you could do small transactions with. And again, there's escrow services out there you could find that could help you, kind of put the trust factor aside, and you could still find somebody that may be like, damn, I need some of this and I got some of that. And you're like, well, let's talk. And you can't put the trust on the escrow and take care of it. But yeah, I think, starting a meetup's the key, really. That's really how I do it. A lot of the times there's just people that, have an exchange account, and they don't mind if I utilize their exchange for a couple dollars and, in exchange for it as a fee.
All right, big facts. So I wanted to get into this personally with you when it comes to like, we were talking a little bit about it before, and just being like crypto YouTube and just being like a crypto influencer on YouTube and all these different avenues and whatnot. When I first got into the space and seeing everybody, a lot of the crypto YouTube, it was all about the ICOs. Everybody knew about it. Everyone was shilling another ICO. People were getting paid under the table, over the table. It didn't really matter. And then I watched the fallout of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say fallout in the sense of their name was dragged through the mud all over Twitter because they promoted X something, they promoted this and that and Y and the other thing. Now, me coming in watching all that, I'm thinking like, oh, all these people are scammers, all of them. But then as time went on, I realized, oh, that was just what was hot in crypto at that time.
Right.
That's all. Like, that's literally, and everyone was doing it. These are just the people that were on YouTube talking about it, but everyone was doing it. They were on Twitter, they're on this,
what
they're
else
on
was
that.
there to talk about, right?
And there was nothing else because this was the thing that was making money. And so, just in like my perspective, just thinking about this, like, this is the same thing's gonna happen to me if everything does fall into place. Oh, McKinsey talked about this crap coin and this garbage nonsense and this da 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 da. You're a scammer. You're a shiller. You're this. You're that. How do you go about dealing with that yourself?
If Google figures out quantum computing tomorrow, we've all scammed everybody. Talking about how cool Bitcoin is, because that shit just don't exist now. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, if quantum computing pops up tomorrow, all Bitcoin salesmen are scammers. Did we know that quantum computing was going to pop up tomorrow? No. But it's possible. Should we be more worried than we are excited? Should we worry more about the potentials of the negatives, or should we focus on the keys and the positives? So it's like, I think I told you this in a DM, and so it's like, yo, fuck credibility, fuck accountability. Yes. I'm not with it. Like, I'm a high school dropout who smokes weed, and I'm a big fan of crypto, and I just want to talk about this shit. If you want to hold me accountable to your actions because I said some shit, you're the kind of idiot that told their mom when she said, "Would you jump off a bridge if Kenny did it?" Yeah, that was you. You're the kid because you're an idiot. Like, that ain't my fault. It's Darwinism economics, something like that. Darwinian economics is what it's called.
Okay, facts.
And I'm not responsible for the dodos, and I think, like you said, it's just, it's almost like holding Fox News responsible for announcing that, a Burger King's about to open in your area or something, like local news, and then it doesn't open. Oh, the news is
Fox News,
right? I'm like, well, as far as they knew, there was going to be a store opening, and then they decided not to open the store. Like, we're here to report what we see, what we think, and give our opinions, and that's what content creating is in certain aspects. But a lot of time, it's even a subsequent top thing or byproduct, because you'll be like, Ninja playing video games, and then he makes a joke about who he's going to vote for, and now all of a sudden it's a political thing, right?
It's a bro.
So like, I just want to talk about what I like in crypto, and people do that, and some things work out, some things don't, but you're just here to talk about what you see, give your opinion on it. That was me in early 2016 and 17, bro. Everything excited me. I was just like, that is exciting, that is awesome, I want this to exist. None of it exists. Like, I could go back to my YouTube interviews, and every other CEO that was creating something that was on my podcast is a ghost. It's like,
wait, hold up. So wait, before you do that, Christian, you don't got to retrace that question. Personally, if you're gonna buy ETH, you want to buy ETH like have control of your ETH and have your own ETH on your wallet. If you want to do it on Robinhood, you just don't have you don't have access to your ETH. You're buying an IOU. So
not even an IOU. It's not even. You can't even redeem it for Ethereum.
Yeah, you can't even redeem it. So if you want actual ETH, because the thing is, like, you could buy it on Robinhood, but you can't do everything that you can do with it.
Here's the other thing with this, right? And this goes towards like what Uni did and shit, right? If Robinhood has your Ethereum, you don't have your private keys. If there's an airdrop associated with a coin like Ethereum, you're not going to get that airdrop. Robinhood is. So if
that's even if they have ETH. That's even if they have any.
Right. Well, that's even if they have any to back. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're like saying their Ethereum's backed by actual purchases.
Who knows?
Which, even if they said it was, I'd highly doubt it without 5 times third-party audits to make sure that they were actually in custody of like the amount of Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have your keys, like Coinbase example, right? Like, they actually have Ethereum, right? If you have your Ethereum on Coinbase and there's an Ethereum blockchain airdrop, and you don't have your keys because your coins on Ethereum or your Ethereum coins are on Coinbase, or even what was it, the other one?
What, Gemini, Coinbase, Robinhood?
Yeah, all of them. Robinhood, like you're not going to get that airdrop. They are. So you're missing out on one of those, again, like using it, playing with it, being more responsible, that hygiene that I'm talking about. You're losing out on the rewards of the people that are a little bit more responsible with their assets. You might get some airdrops, and a year or two later, like my shitty little airdrops turned from dust to hundreds of bucks each. Like,
cracking, that's what you're saying.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I want people to see how dumb it is, so they realize, all right, well, at least if I have my keys, yeah, I have to be responsible, but I might be rewarded for taking that responsibility on.
Yeah, and and that responsibility is also a risk. It's the same R word. It's risk, responsibility, because now you're risking losing your keys, and you're risking people knowing about your keys.
And you're always risking. You're risking Coinbase losing your keys. You know what I mean?
So, and I think just speaking more about this risk, one of the best things about being in crypto, and I think I wish I would have done before I started making content, was one of the best things, and the best thing to have, I would say, is being anonymous. That is one of the most powerful things to have in crypto, is being anonymous. And it's just like us talking about it on camera and on YouTube and whatever. People know we have it now. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that Trump has some crypto. I know for a fact he has.
I know. Did you see my tweet?
Some fucking Bitcoin.
I sent Trump Bitcoin. He's officially a hodler. 100%. He is in possession of Bitcoin.
How did you send it to him?
I used CoinKit and I sent it to his Twitter account, and he has the keys in his DMs. It's automatic. It just happens. Somebody
must have those keys, or he just and he just would never see them, or who knows?
Doesn't matter. He is in possession of his Twitter account. His possessed Twitter account is in possession of private keys. He has Satoshis.
Yeah, so it's guaranteed, bro. But here's the thing: he's anonymous. He never admits to having any.
That's how I feel about this sushi swap type shit. Who knows that wasn't Wall Street bros? You know what I mean? Like,
bro, come on, don't go into it, bro. Because I'm here sick. Because people are saying it's this dude from Band and whatnot, and look. Devs are amazing, bro. They can find someone in an instant, and it's like, Lord, good God, how did y'all find this dude within 24 hours? But
I
it
heard
could
it
have
was
been
a
Wall
tweet
Street.
accident.
But no, it could have been Wall Street, and who knows? I guarantee you, Wall Street's already here. When you
Oh
start
yeah.
seeing like these big, like 100K, 200K amounts moving, you think those are like crypto whales? Granted, some of them are crypto whales, but like as much as that stuff be moving, like what is it?
Yeah, you gotta take into fact again, like Coinbase back in like 2018 was bragging about 100,000 new people signed up every month, you know. So yeah, it's new money, you
It's
know,
new money.
it's new whales.
It's new whale. Oh, it's
New
new
whale
whales.
order.
Look, I just want to be a little fish in the meadow, bro. Y'all could be the whales, bro. I'm just gonna be a fish. I'm
I'm
gonna eat
coming for
my
shark
fill,
level. I'm shark level, bro. I'm coming for the shark
bro.
level.
Bro, you shark? Oh no,
Yeah.
not shark level though. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, real quick, because I literally just had something and I don't know what in the world I did with it. And of course, guys, you know when we start these live streams, I don't come in with topics to talk about. We just talk about the stuff that just this is happening. I ask questions because of OG. Because do you mind sharing when you first got into crypto or like?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead and share that with me while I pull this thing that I had up that is apparently missing.
So plan B in the chat, D-Wave, yeah. So I think it was like, mid 2015, Snapchat was talking about doing a stock release, going public, and right around that time they just announced like a partnership with like the Winter Olympics, and they were doing, I don't know if people fucking remember this, but Snapchat had a vending machine that you could buy like smart glasses from, and they were like a camera VR type of, I don't know, it was like it would look like regular nerd glasses that were like traditional, like, the bulky frame nerd glasses, but they had cameras in them. So you could just upload right to Snapchat from your glasses, like boop, boop. And it was cool. People could go, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me invest in this. So that being said, I was like, all right, let me save up some money. I saved up some money. I wanted to invest in Snapchat. I actually didn't know anything about anything, bro. So like I literally went to the bank where I got my direct deposit, and I had a meeting with like, my bank person. I didn't even know I had a bank person. Like they were just like, oh yeah, Tiffany's your girl. And I was like, all right, cool. Can I get a meeting with Tiffany? Like I didn't know banks gave you a person, but I had a person.
Yeah. Continue.
And I went up to my person. We're gonna call him Tiffany. And I was like, yo, dude, I want to buy some Snapchat stocks. They're doing an IPO, and I was like, I have cash. And he looked at me and he was like, you are you accredited investor? And I said, what does that mean? And I found out that basically, I had to have about 100 grand or like $1 million in a brokerage, group. And I'm just like, that's not me. I guess I can't do that. And they kind of like laughed about it or whatever. And I was kind of so bitter. Like I didn't even put the money back in the bank after the way they
right.
They kind of mocked the crap out of me because I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what I wanted to do. And I don't know. Anyway, I was just like, all right, cool. I'll close my account. And, I said, Tiffany, close it. He closed my account, and I left with, my money. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this banking system. Fuck them guys. I wasn't too mad, but I was a little bit salty. A couple weeks later, Snapchat goes from IPO $4 to public $24. Bro, I'm telling you, I had enough saved up that if they would have let me in, I would have went home accredited investor. I mean, if I was already a accredited investor, I would have been a double accredited investor.
You would have kept the money rolling, bro.
But yeah, I wasn't even allowed to become a accredited investor because I wasn't already one. And that moment, a little bit of FOMO triggered, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. So I bought at like the top of Snapchat, bro, like $20. Most of my savings, right? Because I thought like, all right, I didn't know the difference between private public. I was just like, oh, this is the only time people can buy it, so it has to go up, right? Like, the only people that could have bought it early was like rich people. Meanwhile, I buy it like $20 and they dumped it down to like $8. And then it dawned on me, oh, the early investors, they could dump it down to $8 and still be double their investment because they bought it
double their investment.
So they can't even lose this game, and I could never win. Interesting. So I quit full on. I was going to go all in on gold and silver, precious metals. I was about to get I found a debit card that you could back by gold, and you can just swipe your card and spend gold. And I was just like, all right, cool, I'll do that. My buddy said stop. So I was working at a place fixing phones, and it was cool and all, but the guy I was working with was like, look, check this out. There's this because he found out like the whole IPO problem and everything. Is like, there's this ICO thing I saw Ethereum doing. And he was like, people are talking about it because there's no KYC. And I heard that you had a problem with that with Snapchat. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I can invest in something and I don't need my driver's license. And he was like, yes. I was like, let's go, because I have money.
Let's ride. Let's hit it.
I'm not allowed to invest in IPOs apparently. So yeah, I kind of, and I didn't go in on the Ethereum thing, which is funny because it was Vitalik that got me to go in on Bitcoin, because he was talking about the Internet of Things. And then I found Andreas Antonopoulos, who was talking about the Internet of Money. And then I was like, wait, Internet of Money, Internet of Things, things on the internet are money. Holy shit, code is currency. Oh, if HTML5 was scarce in language, how valuable would one line of HTML code be on the internet? Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm in.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, before you finish, literally run that back. How much would one line of code of HTML be worth? Boom. Ethereum.
If it was scarce, if there was a limited supply, it made sense to me. The reason why your Tesla gets hacked is because it's running on Java. If it was running on Ethereum, there won't be a 14-year-old stoner hacking your Tesla to play whatever, Baby Shark.
To play Grand Theft Auto, but for real.
Right. And that's what's happening. So, I mean, at that time, I was looking at, the billboards that were just starting to come out, where they were LCD screens and people were hacking them, and people were playing porn on, the highway of LA. There was full on Pornhub porn playing, the raunchiest shit you could imagine. And, it was that's why we need code to be valuable, to be scarce, to be decentralized, to be immutable. Oh my God, all this stuff that Andreas and Vitalik were talking about was making sense because of all the things I was seeing the world on the internet do and just be taken advantage of. And I was just like, well, again, if code to build a website was scarce, how valuable would it be? And if you could transfer that line of code and trade that line of code for HTML code, for Java code for CSS code is currency. And with the scarcity and the ledger and everything that blockchain provided, again, it all clicked in a stupid way that doesn't make sense. It probably isn't even accurate, but it's how
but you're painting a picture though, bro. Nah, because I'm painting the picture. Code is money. I'm gonna trade me some Ethereum code for some Bitcoin code for some, and you're painting the picture very well. So keep going, bro.
PFC Wells in the chat.
He's like, PFC kid has the craziest story, bro. Let him know, bro.
So where was I at again?
So your friend told you you're working at the spot. Your friend told you about it, and you're like, F it, I'm in.
I went all in on it, honestly, and then I found that I could use Purse.io to buy things from Amazon with Bitcoin, and not only that, but I could save 20 or 30%. I could save 20% on Amazon just because I use Bitcoin.
Easy
fuck
work.
Volatility. Why? I mean, if Bitcoin going to be 20% volatile in 2 seconds, that might be a problem. But I could use Bitcoin and save 20%. Yeah, the volatility ain't a problem anymore when it balances out with utility. So I was cool with volatility at that point. I'm looking at benefits of volatility now, and I'm seeing ways to kind of do things with it and use it. And I got a Coinbase account. I got the Shift Payments card. I was using a debit card to spend Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin in 2016. And now everybody's acting like it's the newest thing. I mean, I remember when the 10X guys did their ICO for it.
Oh,
I'm
I remember.
I already have one of these.
Yeah,
I literally showed it to that surfer dude. I'm like, it works, and I don't need why, and
I don't need your token to make this work.
That's why I say with the slavery with extra steps tokenomics shit, like if it doesn't have true utility, it's a scam, even if it does provide utility.
It's essentially like how many dumb people are going to be worth buying this thing? Let's figure it out, since they don't really understand how value works or a use case works.
Yeah, so I went all in and actually found a way to use, and again, if you're watching this and you work at McDonald's, you can get direct deposit Bitcoin. Easy as pie. Like, I'm serious. It's so easy. Bitwage. 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 So like your employer gives you direct deposit with your account number and your routing number. Well, if you sign up with Bitwage and you get your account number and routing number from them, you'll provide them with a Bitcoin address, and then they'll send you Bitcoin when your employer sends them the direct deposit. So that way you could have the keys to your paycheck instantly.
Instant work. I just put the Bitwage right in the chat for you guys if you guys want to check it out.
And if you're an employer, you can actually set this up for your payroll, and you can help your employees earn maybe 1% of their paycheck in Bitcoin, 10%. You can set how much you want. So you get paid in cash or crypto, or it's really cool stuff. So it's just like some of those tools are the things that I found early on where I'm like, I can go all in on this. It ain't even that hard. Like, and this was in 2016. Like, and people still act like it's hard. And I don't get it a lot of the times, because I'm like, look, if you gave me a $20 bill and I had to pay my Netflix, it's going to be as fucking complicated as me trying to pay my Netflix with some Bitcoin. We have to go through an exchange process or a medium for my $20 bill to get into the screen that is Netflix. That is pretty cumbersome. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
So I have some Bitcoin, and now I have to get my Bitcoin into the screen. I have to find the same type of a middleman. I mean, it's the same stuff. I see no difference.
But see, the thing is, like with Bitcoin, I know it's going to reach a point where it's going to be easier to do it with Bitcoin.
It already is. It already is, man.
It really, like, there are some ways that it really are. Like, granted, you know, that whole auto pay and take it out automatically, that it doesn't get any easier than that.
It's starting to happen though, because like I'm working with a project. We had a call. I gave them some advice on like how to do things, and hopefully it all works out. But like I used their platform, so it works. I ordered something, and I thought it was cool. It's shopping.io. And you could get like Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and soon I think like freaking Alibaba. And you could spend like 100 different cryptocurrencies at Walmart, Amazon, and eBay. And I was looking at like, you know, there are so many different things coming out that are using this that make it easy to where like when I went on the platform and I actually wanted to hit buy, you know how like it says pay with PayPal? Well, it'll say like pay with crypto. And when you hit it, I have like 10 wallets on my phone. So like it actually opened up that menu at the bottom where you would normally see like PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. It actually opened up my wallets, and I could hit like Edge Wallet. It opened Edge Wallet, pre-populated the address and the amount, and I just hit send. And it was like, okay, that's exactly how it felt feels to shop on Amazon. One click, maybe two, because you select PayPal, and now you just have to do PayPal send. And yeah, so shopping.io is like a really cool experience if you wanted to like buy something from Amazon, eBay, Walmart today with like 100 different coins. Like you could probably find, a shit emoji pillow and spend your shit coin on it. How meta ironic is that in 2020?
How does that make you feel? My fake internet money bought me a real tangible item. Good God.
Right.
What is this world to come to?
You can spend your uni. Go spend your uni, you know, and show people that it does buy real world things, man. And
no, don't do that, bro, because they're not gonna listen, bro. I promise you. Yeah, maybe I'm just doing this whole influencer thing wrong. But as much as I want to like show people like, hey, look, this crypto stuff, like pay attention to it. Like, look at this. I literally made a video and a post on my Instagram like, hey, look. Free internet money. You like stimulus checks, guys.
Oh, you want to talk about free internet money? Bro, have you heard of Good Dollar? Have you been following my Good Dollar posts?
No, I haven't been. Look, bro, you know
anybody in the chat, anybody in the chat know about Good Dollar? And if you do, and it's not because of me, let me know how you found out. But Good Dollar is a project run by eToro, and it is a universal basic income DeFi project where you could stake tokens and donate to people that claim charity from the DeFi pool, from the staking pool. Like, bro, eToro is up to something amazing with Good Dollar right now. And it's really easy to claim money, and you can claim it every day. You only have to show your face one time, or like, you know, they open up a camera on your phone and you just have to show your face. No driver's license, no address. They just want to make sure you don't have like 50 different wallets open, right? Like Uniswap shit. So they need to make sure one face equals one wallet. And you can go ahead and claim free money every day. It's called G Dollar, and it's backed by one DAI. So it's basically a wrapped stable coin. They took one DAI, they wrapped it, they made it its own thing, right?
So then how do you claim it? Do you have to claim the DAI, or do you trade the G token?
You have to claim the G thing every day, and you can back up your keys. So I have my private keys to my G Dollar. I can send it to my friends. You can send me some. I can send you some.
And so the G Dollar is on Ethereum, right?
Yeah, it looks to be that way.
Okay.
I've been looking at it a little bit. I haven't gone too deep into the technicals. I'm just looking at from the novice end user. Like, I don't want to learn too much unless I have to, so I can see how far people can get without having to look too far under the hood.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense. Because that's the thing. Like we said at the beginning of the chat, you get paid to test stuff out.
Right.
Getting paid you make money test like. What I've learned is the easy, not the easiest way, but the way that you get the best returns is by testing stuff out and by putting your own money at risk to test stuff out.
Isn't that what paying for college is?
If you either get rug pulled or you make a return. And that's it.
That's a good analogy too, because fucking college rug pulled everybody this year. They kept your tuition and they kept your education.
Bro, how the fuck do you pay more for your education when you're not even on fucking campus
so good
anymore?
It's so good, bro, because you know how many of those people are going to learn how much better they are to spend their money failing than they are learning. You know what I mean?
Think about that shit. Like, you would think, oh my God, I get it. They have to pay the cost of the buildings. They got to keep the floor.
Got a stimulus check that's bigger than the building itself.
Bro, and then
they got stimulus money, and they got bailout money, and they got the tuition money, man. These colleges are making money 5 times over.
5 times over, and yet they still have the audacity to say, we got to charge you more for the internet classes because... Internet classes. What? What? Yeah. You literally, the person can sit at, like, you guys have nothing to do with the building.
How is that not an ICO scam?
Like just disrespectful with the shit. Before I forget, one of my dudes, I put the Teespring link in the chat. This is for you, Ken. He's trying to just get his I've seen a lot of people have merch, and he's trying to get his merch out there, and he wants you to shout you out. He want to send you some merch. That's the website. I'll probably DM you his Twitter account so you can check out his merch, because he's probably gonna give you something for free.
Yeah, I show swag,
bro. You gotta love some free swag, bro. So just to let you know, bro, I made sure I shout you out because you were looking out. I always got to respect the people that look out for me, for sure.
You know how I say that? I say I fuck with people who fuck with me.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with people who fuck with me, because like, y'all the ones coming back to the channel. Y'all the ones helping me build. Y'all the ones that are taking, like, if I fuck you guys over, then who's gonna stick with me? Who's gonna look at me and be entertained by my bullshit?
That's why I follow too many people. I think I follow like almost 4,000 people. I don't know many influencers that have like 30,000 followers that follow even 1,000 or 500 people. But I can't help it. If I see you commenting on my shit all the time, I'm gonna follow you and comment on your shit all the time.
Yeah, look, you gonna show me love. Like that's the thing. Because personally, and I think I recently had to start an anonymous account. I had to start an anonymous account because I use Twitter as a news feed, because like as much as you could go to all these other different websites and check this out, use Twitter everything gets released on Twitter. Everything gets shown on Twitter. That's just that. And I can report anything that's on Twitter because you guys just made this public knowledge now because you put it on Twitter. But man, Twitter is like the gateway drug. If you're not on crypto Twitter, I don't know what to tell you. It's everything. It shows you everything that people's testing out. It's showing you this. It's showing you that. But I want to go into this. Like, yeah, you may have more experience with this. Just talk about like some of the shady stuff that happens. Like, what's one of the biggest, shadiest things you've ever seen that you can talk about? That you can talk about because you've probably seen some shit.
There is an ICO for pirate treasure.
Pirate treasure?
Yeah, I have the paper. I kept that paper. It's somewhere, man. I mean, I laminated that. No joke, I laminated it. There was I think it was called Galaga, something like that. It sort of was, I don't know. But anyway, the dude tried to do like an ICO for pirate treasure. No joke, wanted to tokenize treasure in the ocean. And basically was like, you buy the token from me, that gives me money so I could go look for treasure. I find treasure, and if I want to sell treasure, I have to buy coin back from you to own treasure. Otherwise, you own coin, you own treasure. And I was just sitting here like, we have peaked. This is peak ICO. There's a fucking pirate standing in front of me telling me that he just ICO'd his pirate ship. I'm out. I'm out. I'm fucking out.
I want no parts of this shit. I want this shit no more. Look, the fight was fun, dude. Y'all. It was fun.
I don't even think they had. Because of the way me and a couple of the other, like, you know, not so much like influencers or whatever, but like public figures that were at this event. The way we kind of trolled them and treated them, not even online, but just in person. I don't even think they existed the next day. To be honest, I never heard of them again. I don't know if they were out there scamming people or what, but like this pirate treasure thing. And that's like, you know, there's BitConnect, there's Mt. Gox, there's so many things, but that's the thing that really was like, that's the peak that we've topped. And it wasn't like this dude that was being paid to scam me. Like, this was a genuine fucking pirate. Like, he was one beer away from losing a leg and having a peg, like, at work. Like, there was he was a genuine dude that somebody convinced him to tokenize his business.
Yeah, and someone convinced him
too. He was a treasure hunter. Yeah.
But like, oh my God.
Somebody please find the name of this shit.
Why
this was in Atlantic City.
I
don't know if you guys are going to hunt this down, but the conference was in Atlantic City. It was probably the worst conference, one of the worst conferences I've ever been to. What's his name? Patrick Buren of Overstock, and what is it? T0 or something?
Whatever, right? But I know what T0 is.
Right. Patrick Buren of Overstock and all that shit. Dude, at this conference that I'm talking about where the pirate ICO was, this dude literally packed up his booth and left in the middle of the first day. He just left. And I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, you're out. He's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm like, I know.
It's just like it's pirate token.
It's
pirate token. Bro, I would too. Like imagine like a sophisticated investor or whatever comes through and then he sees pirate token. All right, bro. Yeah. All right. We're in a bubble, y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I'm not. You're not getting $1 from me for this pirate token shit. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. So that was it for me, man. I was done with the, ICOs and everything, and I didn't touch one since that moment. That wasn't actually the peak, to believe it or not. It was kind of at like the beginning, I think. But yeah, for me, I was like, all right, I can see where this is going already. And I actually kind of focused more on NFTs than I did tokens and coins the past few years because of a lot of this.
Yeah, and so we could segue. That's the word I'm looking for. We could segue to NFTs because I know you've been on NFTs way before the NFT hype.
Yeah, I like that there's a hype around it now, and people are they're voicing their confused opinions or educated ones at that. Some of them, but yeah, people are starting to finally talk about non-fungible tokens and more of a mainstream light. And again, it's always because of fucking money, right? Like, oh God,
Yeah.
meme coin goes up, DeFi goes up, meme coin, oh, DeFi does, meme does, DeFi does, NFT goes up. Oh man, it's just the paper trail really is like the echo chamber, you know what I mean? Like I hate it, but it's also, it's kind of a good thing
that's
too.
the truth. But isn't that like, this is my thing, bro.
It's all about the hype, and it sucks.
It's hype cycles. I've seen it already. Like, crypto goes in hype cycles, and if you get caught at the top of a hype cycle, just hold on till the next hype cycle. If you can hold on till the next hype cycle, at least, you know. And that's what I've noticed with, like, so first it was, I mean, granted, DeFi was around for a while, but it had a nice hype cycle, like hype. And then once it was like, all right, cool, what's next? NFTs, hype cycle. Okay, cool. What's next?
DeFi NFTs,
hype cycle.
That's what it is right now. It's crazy. I'm actually doing stuff like that with some coins. They're doing things where you could provide liquidity. You can stake some coins. You can get NFTs. And I'm just, okay, that sounds like a battle pass. Sign me up. Like, I can see and familiarize that environment with like the regular world. You know what I mean? Like, I digest things differently. And when I see somebody say, oh, buy some tokens, put them here, and every once in a while you'll get an NFT. I'm just like, oh, that's like buying a battle pass for Fortnite, and every couple of days I get a skin for the gun. Oh, okay, I see the point here.
I see, and then I'm like, bro, so crypto's getting way more gamified.
Yep.
Just like super hyper.
Well, Bitcoin is the biggest game on the planet. It's the #1 video game ever made is Bitcoin. You know, we have the miners that are the players. You know, the game is to solve the equation. The reward is the miner reward that is Bitcoin every 10 minutes. This is a game. Bitcoin is game. It's monetized, gamified, and incentivized. It's the perfect video game.
Okay, perfect. So back to where I was going with. So everything's getting more gamified. During the whole bear market, I was just seeing everything just get more corporate. Like, it was just getting super corporate. And, you know, I was sold this dream of like financial freedom and a new way of doing things and blah, 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 blah. And then now, as soon as this DeFi wave, this hype cycle came through, everything is super gamified. You're not meant to understand how this stuff is supposed to work. I'm like, why are we getting to this point where it's making it, don't buy meme, buy it? You know what I'm saying? Don't try to trade meme. Don't do this. Don't buy rope. Like, what it like, and then you have to like really dig to see what all these things are supposed to do. And then when you realize that rope and meme and based are all just a copy of some coins, tokenomics, it's like, oh, okay, then why did we go through all this? Like, isn't the whole point of this whole process inclusivity, like to include people, to like financial freedom for everybody? Like, you know, granted, you're supposed to do your own due diligence and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, what's the point of making things so difficult for the average person to get in, just so that you can be a dev and be like, hey, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna make my token and keep it moving?
I mean, honestly, I don't know, man. There was a lot there.
Yeah, bro. I'm my fault. I sometimes I phrase my questions and I drag it on a lot. But just to shorten that, I guess the real question is, how do you feel about the space getting very corporate during the bear market to now becoming super gamified again?
Oh, there's going to be cycles, you know, cycles like you were mentioning. They're going to be cycles, just like there's going to be cycles on site. Many cycles are going to occur, and they're going to look similar to ones that may have already happened, or unlike the ones that will come into the future from it. But yeah, there's always going to be these cycles of where it may start to plane out and level off with cycles of legitimizing the space, where we had the ICO bubble, where it wasn't so much like, you know, a bubble, but it was, right. We popped in a sense that was so transcending to the space, that we've moved on to a new plane that has leveled out that new, legitimacy, that stuck upness that we kind of have now about the space, right? Or we see some people kind of have, right? And I think that we're going to see that happen again with this whole DeFi thing, and again with the NFT and the game. I mean, I've just started to see a lot of people on Rarible start to really put themselves out there with their opinions about like adult content on the blockchain.
Oh,
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I have
with Rarible, bro. So just real disclaimer, guys. Y'all saw I made the video on Rarible, and y'all know I have a little small bag of Rarible. But yeah, that's what I was seeing with Rarible, bro. Like, I'm seeing hentai on there, and I'm over here trying to record a video, and I see some hentai in the background, and I'm like, bro, I gotta block this. I can't have this on my YouTube video. And
the platform should be responsible for filtering that stuff out.
Well, isn't that what but that's the token holder's responsibility. At least that's what they say about the governance token Rari. Like, you're supposed, moderation, participating in moderation of making sure some of that stuff get cleaned out. That's the token holder's responsibility. But at the same time, just like how we talked about the hack, I'm pretty sure there's a team of people who can moderate the Rarible application and clear out all that crazy stuff. But now it goes.
Isn't that censorship now? Because it sounds like you want censorship.
It is, but shouldn't we leave the censorship to the token holders? Shouldn't the token holders?
Aren't they doing what they want to do by not censoring it?
Yeah.
Right on. When the consensus does nothing, the consensus is do nothing. And that's there's nothing, right? Otherwise, you're protesting. Otherwise, then you're now protesting for change from a minority point of view to the majority that is the consensus of the governance that says, I'm not going to do anything about this.
So that's where
you vote with your money. You vote with your time and attention. Stop using the platform if you personally disagree with the way the platform is being governed. Otherwise, they have no incentive to govern it differently.
They really don't. They really don't, because like I said, I've seen other people say, "Oh, I just saw somebody use my image on Rarible and make money off of it."
I'm worried. I'm really worried about a lot of the people in this space that grew up with, MySpace and Facebook and sent nudes to their exes, and they're now crypto Twitter famous and are about to have fucking leaked nudes that are minted. Like, that's a real thing that nobody wants to talk about, because God forbid we talk about the real problems that we're about to see.
Yeah, think about a celebrity's nudes get leaked. Literally, you just said that. Celebrity nudes get leaked. Now somebody makes an NFT about it.
Remember the fappening?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wait for the fappening tokenized airdrop.
NFT.
Airdrop. Where we all just get airdrops of whatever celebrity who was hacked and had their nudes tokenized and leaked. And I don't know. I'm just saying,
it's gonna be ridiculous. Oh, bro, this space is gonna be wild. If you think about the things that could happen,
playing around a lot. So I actually have something. Somebody in the chat said something funny. PFC Wells said, reminds me of the NFC, what can come of NFCs and stuff. And I actually I posted, or it says NFC. I saw NFT. Anyway, whatever. I posted an NFT, or I made an NFT and posted it on Twitter. The whole the business interview thing where you walk into a job and they're like, here, sell me this pen.
Yeah, I saw that pen.
Yeah, I tokenized a pen. Just a regular screenshot of a pen. It cost me $40 in Ethereum to mint this on Rarible, by the way.
Oh God.
But I thought it would be the best. I haven't seen anybody do it yet, but I mean, that's kind of how I feel about a lot of these NFTs, is it's just like, sell me this pen.
My thing is, well, someone might take this idea if I say it on live stream, so I might not say it.
Dude, that shit'll happen. Be careful.
Okay, then let me not say it. But just to speak on it, like, what an idea. But making a whole video and tokenizing that whole.
That's out. You can do that. You can tokenize your whole podcast. It's happening.
Yeah, the whole podcast, but stylize the video in a certain way.
It's happening, man. You got to go on Atomic Hub. I have a few podcasts that I already own their episodes that are tokenized episodes. I own episode 1 or episode 2,
and you can own episode 1
and I can watch it from the token, so I can interact with my wallet, click on the token or the NFC, and it plays the video.
What's an NFC?
Or NFT. NFT.
Because PFC well, you know that's
yeah, near field communication. I think that's what I don't know if that's what they were talking about. NFC is a near field communication where you can like, tap your phone and read something just by tapping it.
Oh, that's what the NFCs are. Okay, I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of those happening.
This is a Bitcoin wallet. And if I tap it to my phone, it uses NFC to sign the transaction. So it's basically like air-gapped Bitcoin wallet.
So it's not like I was gonna say Bluetooth, but it's not Bluetooth. It's NFC.
It's NFC.
It's a different type of technology that's communicating.
It's not completely air-gapped, but it's NFC. And the weird thing about these cards is you don't get your private key. Obviously, it's here, but the application doesn't display it. You never get to back it up. So if I put like $50 worth of Bitcoin on this and hand it to you, you know that I don't have the keys to double spend or do anything malicious. You physically have now just been handed, offline transaction Bitcoin. And you could be confident that if you tap it to your phone and it says it's there, as long as you're holding it, you still have the money.
The only thing you'd have to do is use a specific app to interact with it.
Yeah, for now, until we have a standard, a standard of interoperability with these wallets.
Oh, bro, that's going to take forever, bro. That's going to take forever, dog.
It could, but I mean, all it really takes is, it could be a legacy company. It could be somebody we have no clue. Like imagine if, Swiss, Swiss who does like the Swiss Army knife or the Swiss book bags or the Swiss, Swiss is.
Yeah,
Swiss is pretty popular, even with like laptop bags, and you know what I mean. Yeah. What if a Swiss, because there is a thing called Swiss wallet, Swiss key. So I'm shouting out my buddy Kyle Kemper. But like Swiss decides to come out with an app on your phone that is very similar to a MetaMask or Trust Wallet, but now you don't need Tron Wallet and MetaMask. What if one legacy company makes a wallet that has all the blockchain Web 3.0s there, where you could use one wallet to do everything? That would start setting a standard. And this is where we saw like the DVD and VHS take off, during the technology kerfuffle that was like cassettes and Betamax. It wasn't so much the companies that were making the VHS cassettes. It was the companies that made the VCRs that made the VHS more popular. And the same thing with like CD players. It was the people that made the player that made the disc popular. So I'm waiting to see the third-party players that make the applications that make our tech better.
Okay, I see look. Drop the gems in the chat, guys. For the gems, drop the gems in the chat. Cause Ken out here giving us these gems. So no, but this is dead ass. Cause like this is why I wanted to get you on the show for the motherfucking longest. You've been dodging me, bruh. You've been dodging me.
No, I took a break. I did a detox, man. I lost a lot of family during this pandemic, and
I understand.
There's just a bunch of crazy shit going on. So I recommend this to people in general. When shit gets too tough, just detox. And it sucks because I don't reply or whatever, and I get very introvert and antisocial. And
it's okay.
You got to recharge, you know what I mean? So I'm happy that we can connect now that I'm fully like,
back into it.
Right. And this is like medicinal for me. I really enjoy talking to people and doing podcasting and stuff, even though I'm sweating bullets because of anxiety. So I'm about to turn my air on. Give me 1 minute.
Why are you sweating bullets?
Reading your chat and it's going on. Like I'm always going to have anxiety when there's more than 2 people watching.
There's more than 2 guys. He's getting anxiety because of us. Look at us. How did we get here? Who knows? How did we get here?
All right, I'm back.
He's back, guys. Oh Lord, you guys look. I have the hair. I had to hide the hair today at all because for some reason I lost my pick. I could not find my pick this morning, and I haven't been able to find my pick in like 2-3 days. So I don't know how I'm gonna go to work tomorrow with all this with this in my hair looking crazy. But anyways,
well, this is where you need to get a beacon. There's these. You ever see beacons? They're pretty cool. You can put it's kind of like a sticker or something you could stick on something, and you could use it to like basically play hot or cold with your phone to find things like your keys or your TV remote.
I wonder if you could what would be a great idea. A great idea is to, just like how you say a little beacon, have like a little sticker that maybe have like you could put on your keys, on your pick, on your certain different items, and then that little sticker has like maybe like some sort of GPS tracking kind of thing.
They have that. There's a crypto version, I think. At least there was. I don't know if it's still a thing. XYO or X. Yeah, they still a thing.
Is XYO still, weren't they like mining your location?
Right.
Or something
they were
like
doing
that?
something like that though, right? Where there was these little things you could put on your keys. Instead, you can mine crypto and find out where they're like located. I don't know. It was weird shit.
Who knows what crazy ideas that people were coming up with? Like literally, people were coming up with like nonsense, bro. And that's low key what I've been seeing in the space right now. Just like doo-doo.finance and whatever. I'm like, get out of here with this nonsense, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
but that's the doo-doo that the finance is gonna fucking make 1,000% this week because they're the ones that people support
for a week and then rug pull.
Well, that's the casino effect, right? It's the people that already have a lot of money that can risk a lot of money to make a lot more money. And they're the ones that really play the game. And it's a bunch of the little people trying to ride their coattails and get in with them.
That's it. That's really it. Like when I say that's it, like people try to get in on like I have a friend and he was like super into these degen coins, like super into these DeFi, degenerate, all these things, like things that I wouldn't want to talk about, like www.finance and like, come on, bro. Like, and the thing is, like, these devs are, some of this stuff might actually be worth something, but they're making it in like such a weird way, like they name it in such a weird way. But for the ones that aren't something like farm.finance and whatever.
But just like we talked about earlier, you know, you mentioned the ICO kind of thing and the content creators promoting it and getting crucified for, you know, rug pulls over just talking about the current events. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just like, hey, it ain't my fault Sushi Swap is hot. I'm just talking about what's hot, you know, and that's a lot of what's happening as well, too. It's, you know, we're getting to a weird place where it's similar to a Wild West, but we almost have like civilized society and we're clashing.
Well, for the people who understand what's going on, like for the people who understand what's actually going on or actually going on, because you know, not any, I don't feel like a lot of us really don't know what's going on for the most part. But once for like our influencers and whatnot, we're battling with each other, talking about why are you talking about so and so, or why are you promoting so and so, and why? And it's like, guys, like who cares? Isn't everybody making money? Isn't that why we're all here in the first place?
Yeah, but here's the thing. If I'm a maximalist, right, my incentive is, and that's why I like Bitcoin is the best video game ever. You know, it's the perfect pyramid scheme. And I don't care. Fuck you guys. It is a pyramid scheme. I love it. I love it. If I buy one Bitcoin and I can convince you to buy a Bitcoin and you can convince somebody else to buy a Bitcoin, I don't see how that doesn't make my previous purchase more valuable. That downline looks hot. That downline is nice. And now we got these forks and dividends and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, I'm with it. You know, this is, people are eventually going to see that you don't have to be so serious. The problem is, though, the maximalism, the tribalism, the bag holders that, oh, you're talking about Litecoin. Meanwhile, my majority is in Bitcoin. You're taking capital out of my market cap. You might hurt my investment. You might hurt my bags, right? So the problem really that comes out of like shitting on other coins is just making your coin bag hopefully go up, not down. That's it, and it's all. And it really, a lot of it's all incentivized by money or value or like that shit that isn't even real. It doesn't even exist, that we just acknowledge from like a construct of concept of theory, this thing. And it just motivates people to just, and we have done it as a community. We have rewarded bad actors. We have made these pump and dump and rug pulls successful and incentivized more and more of it to happen. You know, but the whole maximalism thing just comes down to if you're buying a coin that isn't the coin that I have, you're making it harder for me to make money.
And that's all maximalism is. Like, it really is. That's all it is. Like you're reducing my bag, and that's why. That's why I really see maximalists, especially Bitcoin maximalists, get angry at the fact that like so much Bitcoin is moving through Ethereum and not the Lightning Network, and so much this is doing that instead of what they want it to be. And I just sit there back and I'm like, just let it be. Like, just let it go. Like, just let it
Right.
be. Like, why do you have to fight so hard? Like, you're fighting so hard for other people to protect their Bitcoin when you should just let them do what they want with it and see what happens to them, because you're not going to do it. Then let them do it and enjoy the whatever. If they lose it, they lose it. If they make more, they make more. And you'll see, I just think people just need to let that stuff go, because at the end of the day, we have no clue what anything's going to make. We don't know what's going to be around 10 years from now. Granted, we all believe that Bitcoin's going to be here 10 years from now, but we don't know if any of this other stuff is going to be here 10 years from now. It's a chance that it might be here, might not. It just depends on which.
Well, the thing is, if it exists, it'll.
Longer.
The thing is, right now, if it exists, it'll probably always be here. Even if there's only one person running the code, or not, the code will be somewhere on an open source form that, you know, it doesn't. None of these are going to go anywhere. Like, as far as like gone, you know, it's it'll just maybe not be as prominent, you know, because new things come and go and they kind of take hype cycles, and eventually there's, you know, no new Doge is meme coin, right? It used to just be Doge. Doge was the meme coin. Now it's literally meme that is the meme coin, right? That's a new hype cycle. So I just, you know, in this space, if you're trying to, like, you know, do something besides just spectate, just try to predict where the puck's going next. And that's sort of where I was when I saw the ICOs and I saw CryptoKitties and all the NFT stuff and the ICO stuff. I was waiting for things like DeFi and NFTs. Just took a few years for everybody to catch up.
So then, would you say that after DeFi, there's going to be a whole nother wave of who knows what?
That's what I'm looking for now. Exactly. That who knows what. I'm on that mission, bro.
You're on that mental state.
I'm
like,
trying
who
to
knows
find
what's next? Who knows what we're going to do with crypto?
Well, that's the thing. I think this is wrong. Maybe I haven't looked much. Just like a hypothesis I want to dive more into is I think physical tokenization may be the next hype cycle.
You think so? So tokenizing your whole home.
No, not in that sense, but more like gimmick level, more back to like fucking CryptoKitty bullshit, or like, you know, the we're gonna see bullshit. So it's gonna be like the fucking a pet rock NFT, but you could hold the pet rock in your hand and it's tokenized, because inside the rock there's an NFC chip, so you could tap your phone to the rock and the chip inside will say, yup, this is mint number 7 pet rock, and you can be like, yup, see, it's on the blockchain. And the only way to get to the private key is if I destroy the pet rock, which is basically melting an NFT. I can get to the private key, then I could sweep the coin. Now I no longer have my physical rock, but I also now I have my digital rock. These are the things I'm thinking of and looking towards, and I'm watching. There's companies out there that are finding ways to embed code into fabric. They're making the fabric itself codable. So you could actually go up to like a Louis Vuitton sweater and tap your phone and it'll be like, yeah, this is a legit Louis Vuitton sweater. It's not, you know, counterfeit.
Right. And there are, you know, there are coins that are saying that they can do that they're going to do that, blah, 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 whatever. We'll see how valuable that stuff really is. But just looking forward in that direction is like, damn, I just want to know what's next. I just want to know what's next.
Looking at what Topps is doing with like the digital trading card NFTs, and Topps being the physical collectible trading card company, like I am thinking, and I got some stickers here. I'm going to experiment some dumb shit with, like, I could put a private key on the back of the sticker of an NFT and hand you and how's that different than opening a pack of Pokemon cards and they have a QR code that you scan and now you have NFTs and physical cards? Like,
boom. And now you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online because you have the physical.
Doing this with Magic the Gathering Arena right now. Like, if you play Magic, they give you a card for Magic the Gathering so you could get a pack of cards for their digital version. And it's not tokenized, but I mean, that's the steps. They're the steps. I'm waiting. So now I think that's the thing that's going to be the next hype cycle. I think someone's going to be like, you know what, we got physical tokenized shit. It's IoT is up to par with authenticity, and counterfeiting production wise will make sense. I could even see somebody using a 3D printer and NFC stickers to print an item with the sticker in it, so they could then tokenize the item after they 3D print it and sell the thing as a token and as a physical item, and or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm just spitballing, but that's where I'm at with this. Is like, I want to see my Furby on the blockchain, dead ass.
Oh God. Sorry.
I want Tamagotchi, Crypto Kitty, you know what I mean? Like,
somebody put tokenizing vagina on the blockchain.
They did that with Spank Chain and it didn't work out.
We're going
to see if it keeps going, but maybe Rarible will turn into Playboy of NFTs, because that seems to be what's happening.
And we'll see how valuable that's worth.
There's obviously a need for an NFT marketplace for adult content. Why is there no Pornhub marketplace that there is like Rarible and OpenSea, Atomic Hub? These very, PG friendly marketplaces, they're very familiar to like a marketplace like Amazon or whatever, right? Like, why isn't there anybody doing niche adult content? If somebody wants to give me some money or hire me, bro, I know enough adult content creators that will take content and make content that is exclusive to tokenomics, and we can do this. You know what I mean?
But I think the one problem when it comes to like
selling your nudes on OnlyFans is not going to be as popular as selling your nudes on Only Blockchain. I'm telling you this right fucking now. OnlyFans is just the beginning. Once people realize, like the people selling the content on OnlyFans, that they could make their content scarce, it's always there. You can always see it, but then you can buy it and trade it.
Bro, think about owning like an exclusive, the very first something creator, Lucy Duvall or whatever porn star you want to think about, their very first video ever, and then that person, and then you can tokenize it and you can have pieces of that first video. Yeah, I own X amount % of this video because I tokenized it, and then that porn star goes viral.
And this is where I think we're and obviously we could relate this to legacy media like Hollywood movies and stuff, but the thing and the reason why it's adult, that's why it's leading the conversation here, and we're not talking about Hollywood blockbusters doing this, is because previously every innovation that has ever taken place technologically since the fucking dawn of the internet has been produced, produced, and funded by the adult entertainment industry. You know that really cool camera that goes up and down the football field for that's porn. Thank porn for that.
Yeah, thank porn for that.
Blu-ray. Thank porn for Blu-ray. Hey, you know what? 360 camera streaming where you can move your phone around on YouTube. Porn had that first. YouTube got it later. And I know that porn will do tokenomics before the legacies, the not so, because a lot of the industries like the adult entertainment industries are oppressed or suppressed in the same ways that cannabis and other taboo industries are. This technology isn't really so much risk as it is reward, no matter what. So it's not, you know what I mean? It's like there's so much to benefit from the utilization of tokenomics in adult entertainment because of the regulations, and it's hard to get a bank account if you know what I mean. Like, there's adult entertainers that work in the industry that can't get a bank account because it's their job.
So now, but I see the only thing is because porn is free, quote unquote, because porn is free for the most part, quote unquote.
You gotta gamify it, bro. I could fix porn being free, and I could do it without even talking about porn.
And so, but how, like,
we can fix this?
How would the innovation come through porn, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency?
All right,
because
ready?
We've seen Verge try it, but like no one pays for porn for the most part.
All right, and why did people pay for Fortnite even though it's a free game? Even though the fucking game Fortnite is free, people pay for it, right?
For skins, for especially kids.
Gamification, right?
Easy work.
All right, you start tokenizing your podcast, right? You sell your podcast NFT, and I buy episode 1, right? Later on, you do a private interview, and you only do a private batch to previous token holders. Anybody who bought your first podcast gets a free airdrop of your Andreas Antonopoulos interview. Now you have made a reason for me not to sell the podcast NFT. So
Boom.
if you're thinking of a movie, and I've thought about this with like Blu-ray digital downloads, right? When you go to the store, you buy a Blu-ray DVD, it comes with a digital download QR that you can scan on your phone or your computer, and you can download the movie, and you can also have the physical disc. What's stopping you from sharing that digital download with all your friends after you've downloaded onto your computer? Well, what if it was tokenized? What if that was a private key QR code that you were sweeping? And now that file on your media player isn't just .mp4, but it could be a .mp5, meaning basically it's a token. And
it's a
token. You need a web browser, web wallet, web media player that is like MetaMask to watch that content.
Oh,
now, if I want to share that movie with you, I have to worry about you sweeping the key and not giving it back. So now if I'm sharing my digital downloads with people, I'm sharing my private keys with them. Second off, the gamification of it. Maybe I buy Sharknado 1, the NFT movie, and because I bought the first Sharknado, I get an airdrop of Sharknado 2.
Boom.
What?
And you don't have to pay for it. But
why would I sell the movie? If I keep the movie, I might get another movie.
Easy work. Bro, that's oh my God.
This is just basic shit, man. I need to talk to people with real money that can start doing some of this stuff, because it is possible.
Because it's possible now. It's easily possible. All you need is a dev and some money.
Wizards. We need more wizards.
We need more wizards.
We can print all the money we want. This is crypto. We could just make crypto, right? We need wizards. We need smart people that can do this. We are in a drought of geniuses.
You think so?
Yes, especially here in the US. I mean, they were incentivized to leave years ago because of the fucking regulations.
What just go through that before, because I got a couple of things I want to say before that. But what do you mean, like the geniuses left? Like they weren't, because
a lot of companies left the US and LLC'd in the Cayman Islands or some other country somewhere. You know, a lot of the smart people that were building and innovating and experimenting with this technology, the moment potential regulation became a thing, you know, it was demonized, and you know, they were kind of, you know, cast aside, and potentially now they're criminals instead of innovators, you know, and they're not entrepreneurs, they're criminals. So they had to leave the country. And I mean, Silicon Valley gets a cool little, you know, slide on a lot of things. It's whatever, rich people letting rich people do rich people things. But I feel like no matter what, you should be allowed to experiment without repercussion, especially right now. You know, anything could happen. So yeah, I just feel like the innovation left the US because of regulation. And that's why I say we're in a genius drought. It's not just that, but there's also not enough people to work on a lot of these projects. A lot of these projects are really slow because they didn't ICO, and now they don't have the money to compete with the scams that actually have so much money. The joke's on you. They may actually not actually be a scam.
Yep, just like that, bro. I was reading a tweet, of course, because everything's on Twitter. I was reading a tweet, and somebody was literally thanking the creator of a certain token, and he was like, "Yeah, guys," he was literally saying, "Thank you for creating this token." Whether if the token was a scam or not, but he's like, "Thank you for creating this token. Now I can go build my project without having to go through a VC, because I have all the money I need to create my project now." And then, you know, it might just be one young genius somewhere who wants to stay anonymous, and then poof, he's gonna make the next great cryptocurrency. But the one thing I think the next wave is gonna be, because of the way that you've talked about, like how NFT were back in the day, and just like how ICOs and then the move to DeFi, and now it's DeFi NFTs. I think the next wave it has to be gaming, bro. So maybe after this cycle's done, then the next cycle is going to be the gaming cycle.
The gaming is the peak of this cycle. Once you see the gaming thing, we're at peak. You know what I mean? Like,
you think so? Like
that, I'm talking about part of the
real
cycle.
Gaming cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, I just interviewed Adam from Bravo. Dude, you got to meet this dude. But he's doing something with crypto chain games, blockchain games, and it's Super Crypto Cart. But basically, he's building a way for me to play Call of Duty, Apex Legends, and get crypto and shit. So it's already happening.
Yeah,
it's already that's not like vaporware. I mean, like,
but
I am like in a day or two gonna be able to do shit like this. Like,
that's oh god, bro, and that's gonna be so because I could sit at home, play video games, and earn crypto.
Yeah, the peak of all of this is going to see one of the games this year, like within the calendar year, or maybe even sooner. They're going to announce that you can earn crypto playing their game on PlayStation or Xbox.
Bro,
that's the peak. When you see that you could play Call of Duty and you could find cryptocurrency hidden in the map like Easter eggs, peak. Until then, enjoy the ride, everybody.
Bruh,
and then we have another plateau, and then we have another plateau, and then we have another peak, and then another plateau, and another peak, and the hype cycles continue.
Oh, bro, I can't wait. Bro, I could be in... How early do you think we really still are, bro? I want to know. How early do you think we still really are?
I mean...
If this is going to last...
exactly?
Like, if this is going to last the rest of our lives, right? So that means when I'm 50... You know, granted, the space is going to look completely different, but it's still going to be around. How early are we?
To what exactly? I mean, how early are we to like seeing Walmart have a Bitcoin accepted here stickers, or
how early? Okay, so let's compare it to what part of the internet age are we in?
Oh, AOL install disk.
We're still in the AOL install disks? You think so?
Yeah, we're about to leave the AOL install disk. People have started to realize that that Coinbase is an intranet and not the internet. They're starting to see the difference between centralized ecosystems and decentralized ecosystems, where I say, hey, hit me up on this website, and you're on AOL and you go, that website don't exist. That's because Coinbase doesn't acknowledge that address. You know what I mean? It's like centralized, decentralized, intranet, internet. So I think we're at the point where people have finished using the AOL disks and abusing them for their on-ramp that they were, and they're going to break up, and it's going to move on to other things that we've seen with Uniswap taking over the amount of money that Coinbase can't even keep up with Uniswap, right? So these
Coinbase
things are going to keep happening.
Coinbase, bro. Coinbase was not listing all these DeFi coins. Couple of months ago, they weren't touching them.
You know what they did, though? And
now you see they add all of them.
You know what they did, though? They added Uniswap 12 hours after Uni existed.
12 hours, bro.
That's what they did. That's the bigger move. Fuck listing all the things on the thing. We'll list the thing.
We'll list the thing.
Right. And then we'll charge everybody else to get listed.
Bro, stop. Bro, you just really hit me hard with the AOL CD disc, bro.
So that's how I feel.
Chat's like nostalgia hitting hard. It really is hitting hard, bro.
That's how I feel when somebody's like, oh, did you use my Coinbase referral link? It's like, did you use my AOL disc referral link? Because it used to get you 5,000 more hours. Remember the free hours?
Oh, bro, we had to deal with fucking hours, and then you had to get a brand new disc.
No, you didn't have to if you had friends that used your referral link when they signed up, and that's why a lot of kids were helping their friends' parents sign up for AOL. You helped 20 of your friends' parents sign up, you got like 10 million hours of AOL for free.
Oh, God, and then you had then it was 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0.
And then people started with AIM Messenger, then they went to MSN Messenger, and then they went on to other messengers and realized these messengers can't talk to each other. This don't work.
They don't talk to each other. It's bro, this shit sounds just like
crypto. It's the same shit, isn't it though?
It's the same shit, bro.
It's so relatable. If you can decouple a little bit of the exacts, it's super similar.
No, bro, it's this, like, if you were around at that time, you understand this shit did not, like, they didn't talk to each other. And so, but then you had all the scams. Then you had like, bro.
The email scams were the best back in the day. It was like, the whole Nigerian prince thing, or the other ones were the TV ads or whatever. So like if you ended up buying something on TV that was like an infomercial or something. somehow these companies, because you use your credit card to buy like a chia pet, they could find out that you used your credit card to buy a chia pet. They're going to send you an email and say, hey, remember you bought your chia pet, don't forget to log in here, blah 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 blah. And they did a lot of phishing through like the old, so like back in the day, I remember people that like my mom would be too afraid to buy something from the TV because not one, did she trust the card in her hand, and two, did she trust the person on the other line of the phone that she had to read
who was taking the card.
Right. So I couldn't even get zoo books growing up, bro, because my mom didn't trust money, you know?
But that's the thing. But at that time, you had to
And now like, what do people do, bro? They hit a button on their smart TV and buy shit right from the screen with PayPal. They don't even scan it. Smart TVs have this thing now where the ads on the TV, you can hit a buy button. They're testing this shit out in other places right now.
Bro. But my thing is like, I really feel that people are moving away from like maybe the bigger TVs, because I don't use my bigger TV for much.
Dude, I have a 17-inch monitor for gaming. People make the big TVs all hype. It's all hype.
Bro, all I use is like gaming, bro. That's it. Like I have 2 monitors here. I use these 2 monitors in front of my computer to watch everything I need.
I use this more than I'd ever used a TV this year.
Ever use a TV?
Yeah, this year. Like, come on, man. I mean, and we're in a pandemic and a lockdown, and my TV's got dust on it.
Because it's like I'm using this. Oh, bro, get the fuck out of here.
But, bro, when you make Mr. Lordak says, "Are you on Twitter?" Yeah, it's Kenneth Bosack. So
I put the link out before, guys. If you guys didn't see it, I'll put it in again. But I put it up there already. Bro, thank you for relating it back to the 90s, dog. The moment you started saying the messenger this doesn't talk to messenger that, I'm like, oh shit, this blockchain doesn't talk to this blockchain.
We need interoperability, right? We need to set standards, and eventually we'll see somebody make what was
something open source.
Do you remember? Do people remember Odin? Because that's what I used as a kid. It was Odin. I think it was called Odin. And Odin? With Odin, you could log in with AOL Instant Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, AIM, and MSN, and all these different messengers. And you could actually use this one messenger to talk to all of. So it was like an oracle for fucking apps, which is like an oracle for fucking dApps. It's like so relatable to the shit that I had to use growing up, because like I overused the internet at a young age to where like it wasn't ready for people like me. Even though I was young, I didn't think like this is what it can do, so it can't do that. Like I thought so far outside the box, I didn't even realize there was a box. So I'm like, why can't it do this? Why can't it do that? And eventually now it can. And I'm looking at what happened then, where I'm like, you know what Kim.com did with like mega upload is why Netflix exists. Without Kim.com being a disruptor and now a criminal who's literally on the run from because
of regulation.
Because of regulations, but without him innovating, we wouldn't have YouTube today. Facts. So I'm looking at these disruptors and going, you know what? What you're doing today is why we might have something tomorrow. You might not even exist. You may be demonized. You may be arrested and persecuted, but because you're building, people then in the future will be able to pick up the reins and utilize it. And that's unfortunately what happened with Mega Upload and Kim.com, was seeing things like, you know, YouTube and Netflix and Hulu. And I'm like, none of them pay homage to what is, you know, Mega Upload has accomplished.
Napster.
But that was all Napster, right? People wanted to be so disruptive forces and you know, evolution. And what we're seeing now with regulations is it's really interesting opportunity, because they can only really regulate the companies and the corporations. What we're going to see is not so much the board itself of a company move into crypto, but the individual board members of the company moving in. And then once the individual people sitting at the board of directors of these companies invest in this, what are they going to do? They're going to use the company's money to invest in it and inflate their previous investment with the company's money. They're going to win, and they're just putting the pawns in the right places.
Oh my God, bro. Why didn't I have you on the channel before? Why didn't I have you on the channel
we
before?
got to hang out in person, man. Like, people, y'all need to come to conferences. We have way too much fun in real life.
I can't go to conferences like that no more, bro. I don't see black people there.
And you ain't wrong, dude.
I don't see black people there.
I said some shit about NFTs the other day, and I don't know, it must have triggered some people, but I was like, it's really awkward that the obvious inequality in tokenomics, it's so obvious with a synonymous environment. You know what I mean? I'm like, how is it so obviously unequal while it's synonymous? Like that's too obvious then. I'm like, I mean, just saying, I'm with you, man.
That's the only thing. Like I understand. Like, here's my thing. I don't like the forced equality for equality's sake, because that's just dumb. Because that's just pandering. That's pandering, bro. Like I don't need your sympathy or your pity, but recognize me for what I know. You know what I'm saying? Recognize me for my knowledge. And I know, like, they're like, I know this crypto space is like maybe damn near 1% black, but in that 1%, 0.1% black, but in that 0.1% black, they all have the exact same amount of knowledge as everyone else and can speak on the same things. So can we get at least one? Can we get a Bitcoin?
You know, I've said this before, and
can we get a Bitcoin?
I'm a part of this problem. I'm a part of this problem, and I'll say it. And I don't know how to solve it. Maybe you could help me fucking solve it. I can't tell you an African influencer that is as of Andreas Antonopoulos' level.
No.
But fuck you. He has to be there. South Africa is too big on crypto. Or a Venezuelan that is a influencer in Venezuela that is the Venezuelan version of Andre. There has to be this person that is, out there creating things and doing, and there is somebody there, but we don't know
as long as him. They would have to be around as long as him. And if they were around as long as him, they would have already been found out.
You think? Because I'm like, I would love...
Come on, you have to think about it.
Somebody's got it. But I mean, even if it isn't at the same level, I might have used too big of an example, but I mean, like, who is like the biggest influencer for crypto in South Africa? When I say like, who's the biggest influencer in the US, it's pretty much hands down Andreas Antonopoulos, right? Even though he's Greece and all that, he's our guy.
Yeah, like
Justin Sun, right? That's China's guy. We got CZ and Justin. We have Canada. We have Vitalik, right? Who are the people that are of those other places? Because it makes me feel pretty fucking like Americanized, subconsciously racist bullshit. Like, I don't know who the South African king of crypto is. I don't know who the Venezuela queen of crypto is, but I can tell you that, fucking Wendio is killing it here in the US. It's like, I want to know who these content creators are, or who these enthusiasts, or these like, these thought leaders are in other places. I don't see them. And I don't know if it's because they're not there, which I highly doubt, or it's just, we don't support them when we see them, because everything from those places we relate back to, it's just a scam, or maybe it'll ruin our rep.
Yeah, it's coming from South Africa. That's a scam, bro. I seen the name. Sorry, I had to read the names. Akon, chill out, guys. No, no. Trayvon, that's Yoshi. You must have watched the last stream. You must have watched, but no.
I haven't heard that name in a long time,
bro. Shout out to Trayvon though. He still makes content. He still does crypto.
I saw his weatherman thing and I was like, okay, he's funny. I loved Trayvon before everything went wrong, and I kind of wish I could talk to him and whatever, because like, dude, I sent that dude Christmas presents and shit. Like, I really,
he helped me. Wow, y'all were close like that?
Gave him the GoPro he used for all his car videos. Otherwise, it was a shitty fucking phone. I was like, bro, you need a GoPro here, and I got him one. So, yeah, dude, I don't know. He got me into this. Trayvon helped me kind of get into creating crypto, and would DM me when there was moves and stuff making and happening, when information was dropped. So, like, yeah, we were pretty, like, I would say we were kind of tight, and then the way things went down, it's kind of sucky, but I am happy though that he's still killing it.
Bro, he's still around. At least he's still around. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, and I was having this conversation.
He has his army, he has his community, and I'm happy for him for that.
But that's the thing. That's all you have to do. Just make a community and stick around and don't quit. Even if you fuck up, that's the thing. Even if you fuck up, exactly. Even if you fuck up majorly, just don't quit. And you'll get your, like, I'm sorry, bro. I've seen so many thought leaders and higher ups that have really promoted some crap. and get to keep their name.
I mean, Ryan X Charles with yours.org. I don't know what's going on with that, but I sure as hell lost a lot of Ethereum playing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
boom,
and there's big people of the space that do things like Brian Armstrong with Coinbase, right? There was insider trading with Bitcoin Cat. There a lot of it, man, and they're not.
They're nothing. Their name is clean. It's fine.
Clean, pristine,
bro. And I'm like, nah, bro. That right shouldn't be held to just them, just because they're so and so, whatever.
It's the thing is, I want everybody to experiment, everybody to fuck up, man. Do that shit. Like, I ain't gonna say I didn't fuck with BitConnect. I just fucked with it in a different style than some people, but like, you got to fuck with everything to figure out if it's a scam or not. You know what I mean?
Because none of us know until, like, it's a scam until it makes you too much money. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing I talk about sometimes, and I don't know if we mentioned this before off air or whatever, but there's the thing that I like to say is a Schrödinger scam. Do you know, like, Schrödinger? I can't pronounce the name. I'm from Philly.
Is it like your Bosak? Like Scrotum?
No, Schrödingers, or however. Fucking goddamn, I hate my Philly bullshit.
I'm just saying, because you're holding your head down like it's balls. I'm like, Scrotum scam.
Oh,
what?
I'm just I got a new bowl, and I don't know, you can pack it. I'm playing with my new piece that I just got this morning. Anyway, it's like Schrödinger's cat, right? And it's basically along the theory of the lines of, like, there's a cat in a box with a thing of cyanide. While the box is closed, there's a moment in time where the cat is both dead and alive, and you only break that moment when you look inside the box. The viewer affects the object and the outcome and all of that. Like, tree falling in the woods doesn't make a noise, kind of a theory.
Okay.
The whole Schrödinger scam thing is, a scam isn't a scam until it scams. Bitcoin with quantum computing tomorrow is a scam today.
Okay.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
So any project that, and then there's the whole self-fulfilling prophecy where there is a chance, by calling BitConnect a scam, it self-fulfilled the prophecy of creating it scam, forced it to scam. You call a duck a duck, you know what I mean? You call a horse a duck enough, eventually starts to quack. That's what happened, I think, maybe with BitConnect, or could have. So I've tried to take a step back and be like, you know what? Even with the whole Hex thing and Richard Hart shit, and I'm like, you know what?
Some people made money off of it.
No, not even some people. A lot of people.
A lot of people made some money off of it. So is it a scam?
But when people make money, how do they make money? We talked about value. Where does it come from? Somebody had else to give up value. Somebody, as many people that made money, as many people as lost money, and that's the circle of life.
Yep. So
that's nature. It's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that is natural, and that's what Bitcoin's blockchain is. It's a law of nature, and nature will progress as nature progresses, and we'll see stunts of evolution that look chaotic and unfamiliar, like people with legs as opposed to fish in the sea, you know, or whatever evolutionary track you want to. On the whole,
people with big brains, bro, big brain people.
I'm just saying, like, whatever. It's just like this is going to go in such a direction that we don't know where it's going to go, and trying to act like it and self-project, like projecting how you feel about something just because that's how it makes you feel doesn't mean that you're right. You have the right to feel the way you feel, but that doesn't mean how you feel is correct. And a lot of people get stuck in that state. So don't be critical, be experimental, and if you could afford it, fuck with everything. I mean, I posted a video on Instagram the other day, and I never do this. I think that was literally the first time, and I was like, you guys really need to start buying NFTs, all of them. I don't give a shit. Sue me. This is financial advice. Buy all the NFTs. Experiment with everything. I'm so sick of people fucking pumping, dumping coins and tokens when there's utility NFTs that are going to be like, that are used in games like Splinterlands. I have these cards that I play with every single day, and they're scarce, and every day more people play, there's less cards available, which means the ones I have are worth more. And that's where I'm at. So like, just play with everything. If you can risk it, if you can afford it. And I mean that with all seriousness. If you have $1 invested into this industry and it goes to 50 cents and that fucks with you, you have too much money. Pull your dollar out. Even if it's $1, pull it out. You put too much in. Put in as much as you can emotionally detach yourself from.
Look, it's gambling in a sense.
It's gamified gambling.
It's gamified gambling.
You can put in some Game Shark cheat codes and read white papers and shit. And you can add chance to this.
A dev buddy. That's the cheat code right there. That's the real cheat code.
Dev buddy is the new cheat code.
Bro, a dev buddy is a cheat code, bro. As soon as you get that dev buddy that knows what the hell he's talking about,
dev buddy reminds me of Trunk Monkey. Remember the commercials where the guy gets pulled over and he hits a button, the monkey jumps out of the trunk and confused. I need a button I can hit on my computer, and a nerd just pops out of the closet and boom. All right, I fixed your smart contract. Bye.
All right, see you, bro. Thanks, appreciate you.
We could all use a dev buddy,
bro. That's all you need, bro. A dev buddy, and you be great. But all right, bro. We've been live streaming for about an hour and 43 minutes. Oh, and I didn't come up with anything to talk about. We just spit it off the motherfucking dome. That's how good it is over here. Look, come on, guys. Look how vibe it is over here. Y'all know y'all want to hit the like button. Y'all know y'all want to share this content.
Man. I like that you didn't send me an email with a bunch of topics and articles and shit, man. Like, that's when I start saying no. People are like, can you come on my podcast? I'm like, yeah, I'll come on. And like an hour before I get the link to come on the podcast, I get homework. Like, don't send me homework.
Bro, like, here's homework. Look at all this stuff. I'm like, man, get out of here, bro. We're going to talk about the stuff that I find interesting. And I need that. And I need to ask you certain questions because you've been around. You've seen this stuff. This isn't new to you. To me, it's new to me because it's like, ooh, yay, let's have some fun. And you're like,
Coin Artist posted something yesterday that I really vibed with, and I brought it up way, like maybe a day before she mentioned it, which I thought was really cool. Maybe she watches my podcast, whatever, I don't know. But Coin Artist was talking about like back in the day what people were doing with color coins and things to that aspect, like. What we're seeing done with NFTs and tokenomics outside of Bitcoin's blockchain, it's not like, why not Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin's not an option. So that's why you have to look at these NFTs and things outside of the same light that you look at a cryptocurrency or a token or something like that. When you see these NFTs on blockchains, whether it be Ethereum, Engine, Wax, Digibyte, like, bro, there's NFTs everywhere. I think because of their common goal, that will force interoperability utilitarian application that will be adopted by cryptocurrencies and tokens later. But I think we'll see these in-game assets using oracles and maybe I'm waiting to see wrapped NFTs so I could swap NFTs from blockchain to blockchain and, things to like that aspect. So just keep your eyes on these NFTs because I really do think that the blockchain gaming road is the on-ramp to crypto and blockchain mass adoption. People don't care about getting rid of their bank account, but they care about having access to their skins in Fortnite.
Yeah. Because like, bro, I just put it on my Instagram. It was an article from Altcoin Daily that they pulled out. They got off of Twitter, of course, because Twitter has everything. And it was just this kid. It was a kid, like maybe a 14-year-old kid. He didn't even seem that old. And he made a piece of art, an NFT. Sold that shit for $8,000.
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing this kid. And I think, I don't want to shit on anybody's parade, but I think that they're just being hyped up by
yeah. That's a guarantee.
There's gonna be a big thing about this. No
disrespect to the kid at all. No disrespect.
You're being used, kid. Just so you know.
Yeah, like somebody propped up that kid. They're like, you know what? This is a good person we can prop up. And somebody was like, man, I've got buku Ethereum. Here's
artificial evaluation on a lot of art coming in this tokenomics. But yeah, it's the legacy whales that are trying to find their ninjas, right? They need their spokespersons as proofs of concept, right?
That this can work.
They need to show Banksy, you need to come spray paint on our blockchain, bro.
But that's so smart of them. They go after the young one.
That's what I've been saying. Incriminate the youth. I've been telling people to incriminate children the whole time. Give every kid some Satoshis. Give all the kids Satoshis. Teach every child how to make a fucking sushi swap. Teach every kid how to tokenize their selfies as NFTs. Get the kids involved. Incriminate them, because when they make this technology illegal, they ain't going to be able to throw the kids in jail, and the kids won't acknowledge the laws. They'll be rebellious. They can't force prohibition, so that's why alcohol is legal. Cannabis is now legal, and we're soon going to see sex work and adult entertainment go way more mainstream because of the people that are going against the regulations in such an influx. It's no longer manageable. And that's what we do when we airdrop kids a bunch of sats. We teach them how to make their own shit coins. That is us securing our future, because our governments can't suppress the children. They won't even acknowledge the laws, and they will keep innovating regardless.
And the next thing you know, they're our age and they've had this NFT since they were a kid. You're going to have to pay taxes on that. Bitch, who?
Yeah, fuck you. You better be talking about transaction
I had this for 10
tax.
fucking years. I had to pay taxes on this for 10 fucking years. You're going to tax me since I was a kid? Get the fuck out of here. And that, bro, I can't
You know how many kids, though, play Fortnite and end up getting rich and kind of maybe sometimes putting themselves in trouble in a position, you know what I mean? Their family doesn't even know that they're making this much money. They just kind of set their kids' streaming channel up or something.
That's it.
They play certain games, and, you know, because of this anonymousness, they could sell an in-game item. So I'm looking at saying, like, where are these kids going to be when they are playing, you know, Splinterlands and stuff like that? Or some little kid buys a chibi from the Wax blockchain and it goes up in value. And now you have to worry about kids' capital gains.
Boom.
Who's responsible? The parents? Or the kid,
but the kids set it up themselves, and we had no clue how the kids set it up. But
you should be watching your kid, right? I mean,
but wait, how did they get it to your bank account? They never did. It's been in their digital wallet this whole time that they never had to take out, because they have this weird stable coin thingy that represents $1 somehow. You set up with a
faucet, right? Like if somebody follows me, they get Bitcoin. You know what I mean? I give it away all the time. You could have you know, I for all I know, I have kids that follow me and just do retweets and get Satoshis from me. You know, I have no clue. And they could be using that Satoshi to buy some ICOs. I have no clue.
And it's bro, this space is, as much as I'd be worried about the younger generations just getting stupider and stupider, technology is gonna force them not to be as dumb. But
they already are.
Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. See, I knew my battery was gonna die soon.
Uh-oh. All right, well, this is the Ken Bosack show now. Hi, everybody. How goes it? My name's Ken Bosack, and today I have my guest, Mackenzie. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just invisible. Don't worry about it. Look, see, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. I tried to end the stream. I blame you, Ken.
I know. I talk too much. I'm personally looking at the clock and I'm like, all right, can't we end it on like 2 hours exact? I told you about my anxiety and OCD. But no, man, I really appreciate you having me come on and chat,
bro,
man.
It was easy work. I was able to get this back up real quick. I just had to change the battery, bro. I don't have my, so what I do, so now let's see if, why are you not popping up?
I'm here.
No, you're here.
Oh, your camera's not. I see you, but
my camera's
OBS
being
doesn't
stupid.
see you.
I've got it. And then now, I'm back again.
There we go.
There we go. And then I can pop you back open, and there you go. Look at you guys. You guys missed me for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, man. I just did some math real quick. I gave away over $1,000 on Twitter this month. So if y'all want some free money, I'm the guy. I don't want it anymore. You can have it. Follow me,
bro. Do you know? I just found this website called. What was the website called, bro? Fee.whattheF. Have you ever used it?
No.
It's called Fee.whattheF, and it connects to your Ethereum wallet, and it connects to like your MetaMask wallet, and it tells you for your last 10,000 transactions how much you paid in gas fees.
I don't want to. No. Especially my MetaMask wallet. No, I don't want to.
Why?
No. Because it's instant pizza guy. Instant
pizza guy?
I'm instantly pizza guy. I
Bro,
feel like we all are.
I'm like, I didn't spend this much on ETH fees. And then I see
how much
like,
I've been in ETH since it was $4. So I played with it a lot. So I spent it. I used it. I made a Ethereum name service domains, and I experimented with doing my own contract and issue and deployments. And yeah, dude, I've wasted so much Ethereum just because I wanted to see how to play with it. And yeah, I don't. Gas has become a bane of its existence, and I'm bitter. I'm so over it. And I got to that point with Bitcoin too. At one point, dude, I was using BCH way more than I was using BTC.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about it last time I saw you at the conference. Yep. And I was like, at that time I was like, ew, like, no, bro, don't do that. What's wrong with you? Bitcoin forever. And then after a while, I understand why.
I was gonna say, you know how expensive being a maximalist is,
bro. It's a rich guy's game now.
Right on,
bro. But maybe that's the future of all cryptos for right now. Like, it gets to a point where it's just like, oh no, it's just like a rich guy's game. DeFi is becoming a rich person's game.
I would argue the opposite, considering it only costs like $40 and maybe a 2-minute YouTube tutorial on how to launch your own uni. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it gets, and so you have to really think about it. Like, for the average person who's just trading on uni, who's just, going in and out of different shit coins to, make a return, you've got to trade like $1,000 at least, especially with these gas prices. Like, and it's got to be worth it, bro. It has to be worth it.
It's starting to feel like TD Ameritrade fees. Like when I first started getting into investing, I was using TD Ameritrade.
Yeah.
And it's $10 a trade.
God.
Both directions. And I'm sitting here.
Both directions.
Like, if I wanted to trade,
that's
buy
ridiculous.
and sell 10%, right? So it's 20%. And I'm looking at this app like TD Ameritrade, and I'm like, wait, 10% trading fee if I wanted to buy this stock. And then if it goes up 20%, I wanted to sell it, it's going to take another 10%. There goes the 20%. I'm at a wash break even, and I just did a whole lot of work.
Oh, and don't forget, if you're doing the short-term trading, don't forget the 30% that you got to save for taxes.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to go into it. I don't want you to say it on camera. I already know, bro. Trust me. I already know. I don't want you to do it. You've done it enough. Why is it Ken drinking ginger ale? Look, I swear to God, this, like, keep it going. I don't even have, so one of my live streams, I asked people the question, oh, I love what you're doing, because no one can see it.
Oh, that was clutch.
Anyways, bro,
I'm solving a Rubik's Cube with one hand.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. But ginger ale isn't soda.
Ginger ale,
bro, if you guys come back to the chat and always put that in the chat, that would make me feel amazing every time you do it.
If you guys want to say something like that for me, it's 2% milk is a scam.
2% milk is a scam?
Yeah, if you want 2% milk, I'll go buy a gallon of whole milk. I'll put some water into it. I'll bring you 2 gallons of 2%.
Oh my
God. Such a scam. Whole milk is the real Bitcoin,
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Whole milk is the real Bitcoin. That's all you had to say. I equated it to what you were saying at that point. But man, but we got a good 4 minutes. I think we're just gonna push it to the. It's so perfect, bro. Like, literally, your face and everything completely disappears. Thank you. But we got a good 3 minutes. Does anybody want to ask anything? Because we're probably gonna end this like around the 2-hour mark. I told you, bro. The moment we start talking, it doesn't matter what we're gonna talk about. We're probably gonna hit like 2 hours worth of conversation.
Oh man, easy. When you scheduled this up because of the whole ducking you situation, I made sure I set my whole night aside, so I don't have shit else to do. But after this, I have to change my shirt because I got all sweaty. You get way more content, way more viewers on YouTube than I do when I use YouTube.
It's because I think I have to be real and be 100% with you. There's nobody in the crypto space talking like me, and no one has personality like I do. And I've realized that a while ago that no one has personality like I do. So I could like start talking and I'll flail my arms, I'll scream, I'll say what I want. But here's the thing. I'm going to talk to you guys about like the honest shit of what happens in the background. Like how we were talking about how being an influencer is and how you're going to become a scammer if I keep going, or like how I'm going to become a scammer if I keep going and keep talking about all these touching all these different things and playing, and like how you make real money in this place. Play with everything, even if it's crap. Play with it
and acknowledge everything. You know what I mean? Support everything until it does fail, and then acknowledge its failures and learn from it.
And keep it moving, because you're not gonna like. There's
like, without BitConnect, we wouldn't have a lot of this other DeFi banking loaning bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That was the first DeFi, if you think about it. Even though they were centralized, which
and
DeFi
there was
now
no
is
bot.
still centralized.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. People, there's a lot that even bad actors do in this space as far as project good from proof of concept, even after a rug pull. I am looking at what SushiSwap did by forking Uniswap and doing what they did. And I'm looking at it like, why doesn't a Wolf of Wall Street type guy come in and go, you know what? I could do a SushiSwap fork and I could just put my actual reputation on the line, and I could put myself out there and put liquidity, and I could actually sign real contracts and make it legal documents that make it so if I do rug pull, there's repercussions. It's going to incentivize somebody to do this in a legit way because of the way that illegitimate shit succeeded.
Easy work. Easy, bro. Oh my God. We're just getting started. Nice
to meet you.
Huh?
It's just like we're just getting started. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. We're just getting started. But we're gonna go ahead and end it right there because we just hit the exact 2-hour mark, guys. So I'm gonna put it in the chat again to where you guys can find Ken Bosack. You can also find him blah 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 blah.
Yeah, hashtag not another Bitcoin podcast. I try to do a new podcast every single day, and anybody could book a day to come on my podcast. It's right there on the pinned tweet, so you can just head on over there, bro, and book a day. I don't know, are you on the calendar?
No, I can easily put a day.
Yeah. Do that because my pinned tweet has a link.
I'm trying to get to your
calendar.
YouTube. Because I
don't use YouTube. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't really promote it. I don't really promote it.
Because I know you doing.
I like the whole word of mouth thing and stuff, which is cool. But I mean, I use it to play Splinterlands and Apex Legends, and that's really it. My podcast is on Twitter.
That's what I be seeing. I'm like, bro, be killing it. So at least let me put the.
I just don't want people to think they're gonna go. Yeah, I just don't want people to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Ken's YouTube and he's gonna have a Bitcoin podcast.
Nah, bro. Yeah, I don't think people understand that. That's not how this works anymore.
Yeah, I have different platforms for different emotional outlets.
Easy work, but is there anything else you wanted to plug in there? Anybody specific you want to plug in before we let everybody go? Anybody like Monarch Wallet or anything like
Monarch,
that?
They're cool. Yeah. I don't know, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody doing something. I have a meetup in Philly. So if anybody's watching, if you're in the Philadelphia area or you can travel in on October 11th at the Sculpture Garden. So if you look that up, we're going to be doing a Bitcoin meetup IRL. It's the third one in a row. So yeah, stop on by. It's free. We have a food truck that shows up and they sell food and drinks for Bitcoin. Our sponsor is Aspire. Our sponsor was Nexus Earth, Aspire, and Devault Crypto. So Devault hooked us up with the venue this month. So shout out to those guys. I made my own NFT. So there's that. Please buy my shitcoin. Please buy my shitcoin. Please. I did an NFT. I tokenized a pen. It's on Rarible, but I also have like legit NFTs that I sell for like $4.20, and it's on Atomic Hub. and each one is basically like a super chat, and your receipt is an NFT instead of like a PayPal, email. Besides that, shout out to my sponsors of my actual podcast, which is CoinFlip, Divi Project, and Hodl It. Appreciate them for supporting the podcast, because it was hard finding sponsors that didn't want me to, just be me, and they don't care that I'm me. And as long as I do me and I'm doing work, they're happy to sponsor me, which makes it possible for me to give away so much Bitcoin. So I take 2/3 of my income from sponsors and I give 2/3 of it away, because 1/3 of it is basically enough to live off of. And I'm not hurting. I might not be stacking sats because I'm giving the extra ones away, but at least my rent is paid and I got some weed in my bowl, and that's all that really matters.
All right, big facts. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for always coming back. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ken, for being motherfucking Ken and just being amazing. Hopefully I caught that on camera. If I didn't catch it on camera, yes, I did. Yes, thank you. I caught the end of it. All right. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much. Check me out next time. Take it easy. Peace.
Yeah. Have a day.